everyone. I'm so excited to welcome you here to this live stream. Can you even believe who I have here in real life? You guys! Can you believe this is my life right now? I can't even.
This is great, man. I'm looking forward to this. You guys are going to love some of these tricks we're going to show you.
Yeah, you guys, I flew all the way to Georgia from Canada to shoot with Rosemary Swift. We've been having so much fun here. We are going to be talking about the makeup mistakes that age you faster, or the makeup mistakes that you may be making that are just really unflattering.
Oh my God, we're going to make half of our face look really ugly and the other half's going to be really beautiful.
And it's really cool because for those of you guys who don't know her, and I mean, you have to be living under a rock if you don't know her, but she is a celebrity makeup artist. She's done every major publication. She's worked with Victoria's Secret. She's worked with supermodels all around the world. So you are getting not only makeup advice from me, which you're kind of used to getting, but you're getting makeup advice from a top tier working artist, someone who's been in the industry in the top tier of fashion.
A long time.
Yeah. Do you want to start by telling me or telling everyone a little bit about you and your history so they get to know you before we get into the tips?
Well, I've been a makeup artist since I've been a little kid. I started very, very young and literally I've worked with so many different faces, and it doesn't matter whether they were drop dead gorgeous or, something was wrong with them. I managed to always make somebody look beautiful, and they're just little tricks of the trade. And for all the years I've been working, I always made sure that I always listened to another makeup artist, what some of her tips were, because I'm telling you, if you think that you know all the tips, you're wrong, because you're going to have faces in front of you that are older, faces that are younger, and you got to know every trick for every little flaw and imperfection on that person if you want to be a good makeup artist. And it's not that hard. You guys are going to get a lot out of this.
You're going to get so much out of it. And there's something that I talked about in Sunday's videos. If you guys caught that, I did a makeup mistakes video on Sunday to kind of, get your palette ready for this live stream. You guys loved it so much. And something that I talked about in that video is that when we make makeup mistakes, for one, there's no shame. That's how we learn and grow. And there are mistakes that I made for years. For years, I had eyebrow blindness where my brows were obnoxious. They were
Groucho Marx.
horrendous. I die when I look back.
Yeah.
And then even today, when I was sitting in Rosemary's kitchen eating a turkey burger, she was like, "You're taking your concealer too high." And I'm like, I've noticed that's happening. Like I'm having issues. So we're always evolving. We're always learning when it comes to makeup. And if you're making these mistakes, don't feel bad, because we're going to show you how to kind of evolve from that mistake and come up with something different and new.
And how to fix them very easy and very quickly. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. So
if you've got the right products to be surprised with.
100%.
We're going to talk about that too, believe me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about everything. So before we get started.
Not everything.
Most of the things. I got to reel you in.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly.
Before we get started, you guys know what I always do while people are tuning in. Say hi in the live chat. We are watching the live chat. I can see everything you guys are saying. Rosemary can see you too. So where are you watching from? What are you drinking?
Oh. Cheers. Water.
Would you expect anything more fun from us?
Oh my God. Don't get wine in me. You won't get much of a lesson. I'll be telling jokes the whole time.
We have Jen from Pittsburgh. Hi, Jen. We have James. I am social. James is tuning in from LA. Hi, James.
Hi, James. I've heard all about you.
James is my manager, you guys. We have Maureen from New Jersey. We have Joan from South Florida. Coconut tea. Oh my God, I need to try that. Oh, we have Scotland. Europe. From Toronto, we have a fellow Canadian sister. We're both Canadian.
Canadians here.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, are you ready to get started? We have a lot of people on now. So feel free to be active in the chat. We have Lori in the back end. She's going to be reading questions, pulling them up, featuring comments that make sense to feature at certain times. So if you have something really interesting to say, Lori is reading every single comment while we're demoing.
Yeah, please ask any questions. 100%.
Because you don't get one-on-one access to this incredible artists often. So
Well, we're both artists, so we get a little bit of your view, a little bit of my view, and together it's perfection.
yeah,
We'll make you beautiful.
make you beautiful. And one other thing I need to announce, there are 2 huge, amazing giveaways in this live stream. Okay, so be ready with your typing fingers, ready to type, because you could win 2 of these. Do you want to explain what's in here?
I don't know what's in here. Whatever it is, it's super soft. No, this has a whole, actually we're launching these new lavender, they're like the eye lights, but they're matte. They're an inspiration from 1950s pastel, but very muted. So they're very soft, like cashmere. And all the colors are in here, and a couple brushes and a mascara. And hold on, I just want to do this so I don't drop it. But look at the colors that you're going to get. Look at all these colors.
It's a huge
They're
gift.
phenomenal. Ooh. And
I'll do this so that they can see.
oh, there you go.
We need it to frame. You guys, you get all, sorry, it won't focus on it because it's focusing on our faces, but you get literally all of these eye lights. They're
Beautiful colors.
Yeah, they're beautiful colors. You also get a brush.
That's the brushes to put them on, unless you want to use your fingers. I'm a skin to skin girl, so I like fingers. And also mascara.
And this bag is cashmere. Did we
Yeah,
say
it's
that?
so soft. No, we didn't say the bag was cashmere. I didn't know that. How much did we spend on that?
Call your people.
Yeah, excuse me.
So get ready to win. Okay, enough about that. So Rosemary is known to be the complexion queen in the industry, in the fashion industry. Would you say you were getting booked often because of your complexion work?
Yes, 100%. They didn't have to spend as much money on retouching because I'm very light-handed. I put the impact where the impact is needed, lashes, brows, things like that, lips. But I always made sure the skin was beautiful because that is what makes you look sexy. That's what makes you look youthful. But it also has to be a little bit satin or luminous. The skin has got to glow to make it look very, very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all about the skin. Like, just think about it. Just like, this is a living organ. And you want to make sure that you're putting good, healthy things on it so that you look young for a much longer time than you predicted. So you want to use clean makeup, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. You want to use RMS Beauty.
That's right. So that was a good.
Oh my
That was a
God.
good way to sprinkle it in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of RMS Beauty, I swear we're going to get started. We're already having
Yes.
too much fun. I just want to let you guys know that if you want to shop while we do our applications, we have a lot of links in the description box below, so you can go straight to the website. And for 24 hours only, I have a 20% off discount code site-wide. So Glam Girl Gabby 20. There you go. It's right on the screen. All in caps will get you 20% off. So if you're learning something and feel inspired, go to the website, put things in your cart so that you're ready to purchase them later. You have 24 hours to get 20% off, which is a huge saving. So thank you so much for doing that for the audience. That's huge.
Sweetheart, no problem. We're very happy to do that. This is going to be fun. Okay.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go. Who's
Go.
first?
Skin prep. It says here that you're first.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And it's underlined twice. Oh, my God. All right. I'm going to start with the... Oh my God, I'm going to start with this Super Serum Hydrating Mist. And you guys, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I forget the names of my products. I'm working on 2027 and 2028 already. So I kind of, forget. I just say that the magic serum, basically, if you look, oil on the top, water on the bottom, it's mineralized seawater. I'm obviously much older than Gabby. And so my skin tends to be very dry. So I wanted to get that moisture from, and the added minerals. So I'm going to give this a shake because we haven't got the emulsifiers to join oil and water together. A little nasty. So I'm just doing this and then I'm going to spray it on my face.
Only half your face.
Oh, yeah. I was only going to do half the face because one side of the face we're doing not so nice. But I think I'm going to do it on both sides. I don't want one drying out by the time I'm finished. Do you want some? We do sharesies here.
So mistake number 1, you guys, is one that I see all the time, and it's not doing the right skin prep.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have very dry skin.
Very dry skin.
Yeah.
I need that extra bit of water with an oil. I like to use an oil.
Yeah, so you would start with your hydrating mist, and then on your good side, this side,
Oh, on my good side.
What else would you do to prep?
Okay, what I do is I do the mist, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my oil. This is the Kakadu Beauty Oil. I'm a big fan of Kakadu, and why? Because Kakadu has the highest levels of natural vitamin C of any oil. I like to use everything in their natural form rather than synthetic. So I'm getting a beautiful dose of nice vitamin C, as well as the Bariti oil from the Amazon jungle, as well as a whole bunch of jojoba oil and adaptogenic herbal blend in there to help balance the skin. So it's really good for anybody with, doesn't matter how sensitive their skin is. This is going to work amazing. And I have a little bit extra on, but I want to make sure I don't do too much. The skin can only absorb so much. So easy does it. This product is concentrated. There's no water in here. Well, there's mineralized seawater, but what I'm saying is there's no water or things to just add the extra free price on there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the bad side,
yes,
is when people, I watch people all the time. I remember that models, or not the models, the makeup artists at my shows, they would literally fill their hands with oil and do it all over the skin. That is way too oily. So this side, I'm going to like oil to death. It's like way too much.
Yeah, so you guys know that I have really oily skin. I talk about it all the time. So bad skin prep for me, I bet you were expecting me to say no skin prep is bad skin prep. No skin prep is bad skin prep, but another form of really bad skin prep is overdoing the heck out of your products when you don't need to overdo them. This whole glass skin thing and the whole virality of glass skin, it's really scroll stopping to see someone's skin look wet. And
it doesn't look nice.
It looks really cool in reels and hideous in real life.
Exactly. You look like a greasy beast.
Yeah, like
no, seriously, that's what you look like. And people always think they look so beautiful and it's all like glowing. Yes, maybe on the monitor with all the filters and everything, but not in real life. Mostly when the light hits it in different areas, it just gets to be too greasy. And I can see it sideways. I can really see that it's way too greasy.
It almost pools in my nasal labial because I already have so much natural oil. So if I'm using a product like this, I can still use a product like this. I'm just going to use significantly less.
Yes.
I also love using this product before bed. If I want to keep my skin prep lighter because it's oily, I'll use this product before bed. It's incredible. And then during the day, I'll use this. So this is the Kakadu Luxe Cream. This is lighter weight than the oil. And I'm going to apply it just a little bit. Since I'm quite oily on my T-zone, what I like doing is starting on my cheeks because that's where I have more normal skin. And then whatever is left over, I'll apply a little bit on the T-zone area. And that's going to be the perfect prep.
So yeah, see that, look at the difference. One side's a greasy beast and the other side's nice and glowing and healthy.
Yeah.
Youthful.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions about that? You kind of got it? So you got to prep your skin according to your skin type.
Yeah.
Super, super important.
And if you have really oily skin, I'm just trying to tell you that you do not need to worry about putting an oil on. A lot of times people have oily skin because you're using very aggressive, what do you call them, scrubs. And, they've got aggressive, products or ingredients in them, and it's irritating the skin. So the skin produces more oil in order to help heal the skin surface. So just be careful, step back with everything you're doing with beauty, and think more concentrated and buy the right products that are concentrated, just the best ingredients rather than fillers and binders and, clays and alcohols and water. Oh,
giveaway time already. It's giveaway time.
You get so excited. Oh my God. I love it.
You guys love it when it's giveaway time. Okay, everyone, do we have our typing fingers? Okay, on the count of 3, I want you to type in the active chat, hashtag RMS Beauty. Go. It's going to be randomly selecting someone from that active chat. So keep going while we do our second step. So our second step is going to be eyes. So we were talking about this earlier. as makeup artists, we like doing eyes before complexion because you can get shadow fallout, you can get all of the things. So it's cleaner to do your eyes before your complexion. So that's what we're gonna demo now.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to talk about curling your lashes. I have challenged eyelashes. They literally go straight down like this, and so I have to curl them. I'm going to honestly tell you, one of my favorite curlers are MAC, only because it's got a very hard rubber in there that really helps curl. Now, I see the models sometimes would go ahead and try to curl their eyelashes, and I would see them doing this. That is wrong. Or I see them doing this. You have to go completely straight in there. And I'm going to use my little magnifying mirror, you guys. And I like to get as close as I can to that lid. In fact, I press the bar right against my eye, and I press. And look at how straight up those will go. Now, what I've done, though, is I've made it go in a right angle. I used to do a lot of cosmetic stuff. And, you know, when the model would turn, you'd see like a step with the eyelashes. That is completely wrong. In a perfect world, if I was doing your lashes, I use a heated spoon, which I use on my finger, and I curl like that. It's a perfect curl like that. You can't get that perfect curl with a curler. But what you can do is when you go in and you press, you're going to loosen it just a bit and let a little bit of lash out and a little bit more every time you open and close that. And what happens, it's going to get a nice curl like that. So make sure it's always completely straight on your eye like this, and you're just doing like this till you get the end of your lashes. I wish my eyelashes were that long, but I hope you guys can see that well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives a really nice curl because you do not want to have it looking like a ledge, okay? And then we're going to do the mascara. Actually, I did this pretty good on this side, but I'm going to mess it up with mascara by people that don't do it right. Now, I don't know what mascara is, though. If somebody recognizes it, don't be mad. I think it's a sample from a lab, so I'm going to take it from there. And here's what I see people doing. They just do the ends. They don't go down to the roots. They're just doing the ends, or they're putting so much on, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put too much on, that they're getting it all over. Like, look at the mess I've just done. That is not how you do mascara, and obviously most of you guys know that, but a lot of people that wear glasses and that won't see that they've actually got the mascara on the top of their lid. And if you do have that, just take a little Q-tip, put it even in your mouth if you want. Some people freak out as long as it's your mouth, or take a little bit of water and just take it off lightly. But this is not how you do mascara. And you can go in and try to separate it. Most of the time the mascaras are already stuck together and hard, so you got to get a pin to take it apart. One of the best things to do is a nice natural mascara, like RMS Beauty's mascara, and it holds the curl, and you can keep adding. And the one good thing about it is you can curl your eyelashes later in the day, and it's not going to stick together, become a gooey mess, and you just apply more mascara, and you've got like a double whammy of mascara.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Yeah. Should we do our giveaway winner? Okay, we're going to pull it up. We're going to pull it up. Barbara! Yay!
Yay! Barbara who?
Barbara Mann. Congratulations, Barbara. I'm so excited for you. You got an amazing gift. So for you to claim your gift, what you're going to want to do, is email production@glamgirlgabby.com. We're going to verify that it's you, and then we'll get everything sent over. We'll get your address and everything. So just email, say, my name's Barbara Mann. I won the RMS Beauty live stream giveaway, production@glamgirlgabby.com. We'll leave that in the pinned comment as well. Okay, my mistake for eyes is something that I see people doing a lot still, and that's lining your eyes with really black liner all the way around, not smoking, not blending, nothing. And the reason I think people are doing this is to create definition in the eyes. Especially as we get older, we kind of lose that eye definition. But doing really black, unblended liner all the way around is going to make your eye look tiny and super, super beady.
And in the case of somebody with round eyes, I have very round eyes. By the time I do this wrong on this side, you're going to see that I look like a deer in a headlamp. Okay? I'm serious. It's going to be too round. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
What shape are you doing, honey?
I am going to not wing. I'm going to go all the way around and stop at the outer lash line. Something else that can happen, you guys, is if you have a downturned eye or you have heaviness or hooding in here, it's going to really draw attention to the downturn of the eye. So as you can see, if I go like this and I keep it out of the waterline, oh, it's killing me. Look, I'm already trying to blend it. Stop blending. This is the wrong side.
Oh, you're supposed, this is the good side. This is the bad side.
This is the bad side.
Just so you know what we're doing.
You guys can see how almost distorted the shape of my eye is. Another kind of problem is bringing it all the way into the tear duct. So instead of keeping it elongated and changing the shape to kind of almond out the eyes, if you bring it all the way around, you get this saggy, sad, drown out.
It's droopy. You look like, oh my God, don't cry.
Yes. Are you blending?
I'm blending on the good side.
Okay.
Don't be mad at me. I'm trying to make the good side look good.
Okay, you explain the good side, and I'm going to start on my good side, and I'll explain my good side after.
Okay, so I'm doing the good side now. If you notice the bad side here, it's really rounded. You guys, I'm not doing this super good, okay? I'm a makeup artist that loves to make other people look beautiful. With myself, I'm happy with my brow and my red lips. So what I've done is I've gone too round. You see how round my eye looks? There's nothing sexy about this. Now, if I take the eyeliner just from the side here of my iris and just pull it out on the side here and then blend it slightly. Sorry guys, I wear glasses, so this is very hard for me to do in this direction, but I'm pulling the eye apart, and I'm going to add a little bit more on the bottom just to give that little bit of definition. But can you see the difference on how pretty that looks? Now it's pulled the eye. See, it's much more almond than this side, which is really round and kind of beady looking. And I see this a lot in older women. Older women, we have a little bit of a hard time seeing it perfectly. So we tend to make this mistake way more than the young people. You want to have it just coming out from the center of the eye and just giving it that little uplift. And then I always take it and I go like this just to blend it so it's got that slight little smoky wing. And I call it the sexy smudge. It just makes the eyes more impact. And another thing, when you do your liner or your kohl pencil, make sure that you aim at the lashes, because you want to get the depth of this product at the lashes. And that way you can not see that white line.
Rosemary, so Ali is asking, my lashes do not curl. Different curlers. I tried heating. Do you have any advice for someone whose lashes will not curl?
Oh my God, I have run into somebody once where they didn't curl. Geez, I don't know what to say to you, sweetheart. I honestly really don't know. But to do a hot spoon and curl it really does help. But it's really hard to do that on your own. But that's from that's from way back in the day that they used to do it that way. And but that really helps. And I think the ones that are heated are kind of weird from what I've seen. So I honestly can't say, except I know a spoon works when it's done hot, and because it's metal, solid metal.
One thing that I have a heated curler. My lashes are stubborn too. My lashes suck. I've said this on the channel a million times. They're short, they're sparse, they don't curl either. I have this guy. I wouldn't say it's amazing. Okay, it's from Amazon. You just turn it on, it will heat up quite hot. You can actually, so the way that I like doing it is I like applying a generous amount of mascara first, letting my mascara set completely. Then when mascara is completely set, I almost like to think of my mascara as like hairspray.
Yeah.
It's like nice and hard, and then I can manipulate the shape when it's hardened. And the way that I do it is I just press my lashes into this heated comb section, but this also opens and closes.
Oh, see that? I was just going to say, the fact that it opens and closes makes a big difference. Yes.
Yeah, you can actually sandwich your lashes in here and rotate and roll it up just like a curling iron for the hair.
Yeah.
When I saw it online, it was very impressive looking, and I was very excited about it. It's not as good as it looks online, I'm going to be honest, but it's better than nothing. I like it still. I use it every day, so that says something. I hope that helped.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wish I was there to curl your eyelashes for you.
You can't be everywhere. So for my eye, you guys, I wanted to show you a really quick and easy smoky eye. And so it's a very light, very soft smoky. And what I'm using is RMS Eyelights. This is an amazing cream eyeshadow.
The eyelights.
Yeah, this is a brand new one. Has this launched?
No.
Oh.
Not even launched yet, but that's why we're giving it away.
This hasn't launched yet, and that's why we're giving it away. So if you win this,
Something's echoing around here.
So this is Mossy Stone. So this is a beautiful soft brown. So all I do is I apply it on my finger. You can apply it on your brush as well. And I just pop it. I'm kind of going a little heavy because I really want you guys to get the impact of it. The cool thing about this shadow, and the reason that I love it so much, is that it goes on like an absolutely gorgeous, super emollient, high impact cream. But then you can grab your brush. When it's still wet, you can blend it out into the crease, stretch it, build it. But when it's dry, it is dry.
It's dry, will not move. There's no fallout, nothing. It just stays. Look how beautiful that looks. This is the Mountain Mist, and it's a soft gray. And everybody always goes like, "Ooh, gray eyeshadow." 100% try it before you freak out. Whoever's getting these better try it because it's free. So you haven't wasted your money. So I'm telling you, when I used to paint Giselle all the time, everybody thought she had brown eyeshadow on. Most of the time, in fact, I'd say 98% of the time, she had on a gray eyeshadow. And that made her blue eyes pop. She has very deep blue eyes. And I'm telling you, gray looks modern. It looks cool. It looks elegant and sophisticated.
Yeah, it's very sexy color.
Yeah.
And the nice thing I find with a lot of other cream shadow products, I find they crease a lot, especially if you have oilier skin like I do. This does not crease. It's amazing.
No,
you don't even
crease.
need to prep the eye. You can
No.
put it directly on the skin.
Look how beautiful that looks on your eye.
Right?
Ooh.
One color, one
Ooh.
step. Apply, leave, done. Like, thank you. Oh, we had a super chat. Thank you so much, Myra. That is so nice. Thank you for doing that. Myra wrote, my mom's in her 70s with great skin. She doesn't wear makeup. What is one product she can start with to feel more beautiful when she goes out? Take it home.
Take it home. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly do something to show you guys what not to do with this product. When you have a product, you don't want to start like blob it here and go, oh my God, now I got to try to work it into the inside to make it look nice. And you're going to have to move it from this side all the way to the other side. So I always tell people to dab it right in the center of your eyelid. That's the only way you can do it properly. And also don't go too high up. You want to go over the bone though, but you don't want to go too high up. And I'm doing this so it's not, actually I'm blending it almost too well. But you can see if you start here, you're getting too much deposit here. You want to start it right in the middle and blend out.
So what can she give her mom to feel more beautiful?
Well,
One thing.
one thing.
One thing only.
Oh my God, that's a hard one. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say these.
Okay.
This is our aura. It's light aura, medium aura. It is our rich aura, and it is our 30 SPF sunscreen. Now this is such a beautiful sunscreen. It's got a luminosity, and if she puts that on her skin is just gonna look amazing. People are gonna come up and say, oh my God, what did you do to your skin? It's not greasy looking. You can breathe, your skin can breathe, and it's non-nano zinc oxide. That is what I would say would look beautiful on her skin. And a little bit of lip. Add a lip.
Yeah.
The lip. When you get older, you need a lip.
I completely agree.
You'll see when we put our lips on how the difference of this. And plus, this is also the wrong color that I put on, just so you can see.
I'm adding a little definition into my lash line.
Good.
Some black liner.
I see you aiming at the lashes. Good girl. We don't want a seam in between there.
Right.
I hate it when you can see the lashes and there's a little white line of skin and then there's the color. You got to make sure it's drenched right in the base. Not only that, when you do that, it makes the lashes look fuller. Just so you know.
Do you ever tight line?
Sometimes, but again, my eyes are rounded, so it kind of makes them look weird. I can show you. I'll put some in there anyway.
But it's the bad side.
Yeah, but this is the bad side.
Eye tight line, sometimes if I want to keep real estate on the lid without closing up the eyes.
Now look at, you have to make sure you don't just stop dead in its tracks on your eye here. Most people just line, it just stopped. Make sure you blend it. But look at how this made my eyes even smaller. Not only that, it just looks really round. So now we're getting it, my eye's even looking worse here compared to the other side.
Okay. All right, guys. This isn't super exciting yet because we need to do base and come back to it.
Yeah.
So let's go move into complexion.
Complexion, oh my God.
This is a big one.
Oh, this is probably, I think, one of the worst things that people do wrong.
Okay.
You want me to tell you why?
Yes.
Because for one thing, when you're my age, we're still stuck on that old, you know, Chanel kind of thing where you whitened out your skin, you know, you did your darker brown, you did your red lip, but the skin tends to still stay that way even as times changes. And what happens, they do it really dry. They'll put a powder. Now I'm going to put a powder on here. And I notice that what they do too is they'll do it too dark. Like, can you see, look at this color of this powder. And I see this a lot on older women because they think that they look healthier with a tan. This is not the right tan. This is not how you really do a tan. But anyway, this is really, really, I don't know what product this is. It's just, I had this downstairs. It's probably just a sample from a lab. But as you can see, this is making my skin look drier and making my little lines accented really badly. And yeah, it's all wrong. So anyway, I'm going to keep doing the wrong side here.
If you guys look at the monitor, you can almost, it's almost like a facelift. And even mine, like, do you see how my eye here is so high and this eye is so, like, look straight into the monitor. It's like trippy almost. You see what I mean? Like this side is like,
yeah. It's like you're completely lopsided.
Yes.
It's just pulling it down.
That's the power of makeup. You can't deny the power of makeup. Good makeup makes you look amazing. Bad makeup makes you look terrible.
But you know what's sad is people will think this is great because they think they're covering everything up.
Yeah.
But actually what it does, it looks dead. It has no life force. It just is dry. It's cakey, mostly around the eyes. I'm going to just pop it on here a little bit more on the top. But anything that's dry, when you get older, you need moisture. And the more moisture that shows in your skin, the better. Should I jump to the other side, the good side?
Yeah, jump to the good side.
Okay, so here, now I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to use my, actually the Sun Cover Up. I love this product. Don't be horrified that it's doing that, but watch what it does to the skin. And this is not even a concealer yet. Look at already how it's helped conceal. And it gives a little bit of glow. It doesn't have that dry, it just makes the skin look half the age compared to this. This looks completely flat. Look at the depth to that. And I'm going to add a little bit more on my forehead here. And this product is new for us, and it is doing amazing. And it's a 50 SPF Sun Cover Up. It has got amazing ingredients. It's got my adaptogenic herbal blend, which is in pretty well a lot of my skincare too, because it to help people with sensitive skin, you know, rosacea, acne, and all that stuff. It just really helps balance it all. But look at the difference in the skin from this side trying to paint a tan on to this side. And once I've done all the rest of it, it's going to look amazing. How are we doing here? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That looks, your skin now looks so young and so like you want to just go up and kiss it, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I used, you guys, is I use this one, Re-Evolve Natural Finish Foundation. This is a beautiful foundation because you can build it up for a fuller coverage, or you can shear it out for a lightweight coverage. So we were together all day today in the hot Georgia sun. And the way that I applied it is I wanted to shear it out to have a natural skin finish. So I get a beauty blender, a beauty sponge, and I wet it, soak it, open and close, open and close, open and close, make it nice and soft and moist, wring out the water, and then you just pounce it on the skin. If you want more coverage, you can go in with a denser brush. You can apply it on the back of your hand.
Use this brush.
Oh yeah,
that works better.
That one's
this
better.
This one is more for blushes and that. You can use it for your foundation too, but that works better. You have more control.
Yeah, and this one's really dense. See, so say I have a pimple right here, if you guys can see it. So if I want to build up the coverage in that area, I'm going to pop it, and I'm going to stipple. So what we call this in the makeup world is micro editing. You don't have to go in so heavy, so mattifying, so full coverage, even if you have blemishes. Now, I haven't done under my eyes yet, so don't judge the under eyes. I know they don't look great.
But you look fine, honey bunchkin.
I'm very self-conscious about my under eyes. But you can micro edit. You can do a nice wash of, you know, a foundation with a damp beauty blender, wash it out, make it plump and juicy and beautiful. And then wherever you have issues, you can go in with the same product in a stippling motion. Or if you have even more issues, you can go in with a denser product and use a concealer, right? You don't have to go so heavy everywhere.
You should even try the Revolve as a concealer. You'll be really surprised how it covers. Because it's got the Titanol in there, so it tones and firms and really holds on strong to the skin without drying it out. It's amazing.
That's what we're going to do.
We're going to do that. Yes.
Yes. So I have never tried this before. And when you saw my concealer today, you're like, we need to talk about the concealer. I'm like, I know, I'm struggling with concealer. It is an issue for me. So you picked this out for me.
Yes.
Do you want to say?
Yeah. The one thing that's amazing, this is this series that are 0.5, like 11.5, 22.5. Well, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Sorry, guys. 11 point, I'm not used to doing it like this. Okay, 11.5, 22.5, 33.5. And they have a little hint of peach. So when you have any discoloration, I'm going to show you on my eyes too in a minute, but when there's any discoloration, it counteracts that little blue hue. So you want to go under there with a product that is not going to dry out your eyes. And that one is one that I suggested would look really, really nice. And just pat it in, and it's moisturizing, yet it doesn't crease up, and it's got long wear. Look at that.
So
told you,
guys, look, it's gone. Look at it compared to this side. Do you see my hollowness here? I have depth here, okay? And I also have texture. I have lots of fine lines. I have some crepiness under there. And one product, no color corrector or anything. It's kind of crazy because this is almost like a built-in color corrector.
Yeah, so the peach does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many little tricks with that because, you know, anywhere where there's discoloration, just pop that on. Now, if you notice with me, as I put on the lighter one, I see so many people, most of the older women, think that they can do this thing that all the young people do where you whiten it out there. It looks fabulous when you're young. When you're older, what happens is looks like this. It get kind of clowny. It's exaggerating the roundness, and they're going right across. So they're taking it all across to the other side. What happens? Am I allowed to still keep talking?
Absolutely.
Because I wasn't sure if we were going back to that. But if you notice what's going to happen, see the wrinkles I have here? That is going to start to cake up by the end of the day. And you're just going to look older. So you already got your eyes to around, then you got all the wrinkles and you know, and so and it's also too light. Like, what are you trying to do? Act your age. Now, I'm going to take the UnCoverup and I'm going to take it how you actually really correct. I'm just going where the blue hue is. I don't want to go all the way here. The less makeup you have on this area, the better. So I'm just going to take it on here and just do that area. And look at the difference.
Oh, Jingle Bell just sent a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. You guys, we really appreciate it when you do that. It really, really helps me as a creator. And I really do thank you for that. So that's so thoughtful. So she wrote, I realized last year, 53, that my old routine was aging me. I'm finally learning what works for me. Thanks. Oh, that's awesome to hear that. You're so welcome. So for my bad side,
yep,
I used way too much. Like I went crazy. And I used it on my overly glowy, oily base that does not work with my skin tone. So you guys can see it's unblended in the hairline. It's demarcating in the jawline. And it's very wet. What's going to happen as the live stream goes on, you'll see, because I'm oily, it's too much product on too oily of a base. I'm going to get a massive crease in my nasolabial.
Yes. Right? Oh, yeah.
And the next thing I'm going to do is go too light, but I'm going to do it the way we used to do it in 2018, because this is how the influencers taught it. Doesn't it hurt your soul?
Yes. Like I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my God, I'm dying.
We're going too light, we're going too heavy, and too low. Okay. Oh gosh, everything's starting to transfer and smudging like crazy. You've got
That's too much oil. The skin can only absorb so much. And once you put on too much, you're going to have a hard time. And if you powder it, it's just going to raise up and stick on the surface, and you're going to look even older.
gummy.
Gummy, exactly.
Yeah, it turns into a gummy.
Yeah, actually, good word for it, gummy. You're really good at this. I'm not used to doing that. I'm used to just like talking to the model, talking about gossip and painting their face and making them beautiful. So you got all the jargon down really well, girl.
Aw, the two of you get along so well. I know we're long lost soulmates. We've decided we may get married later, and that's it.
See, I just did it just where, if you notice on me, I just did it where the discoloration is. If I go right across the whole thing or whole underneath my eye, all it does is make it look like a different color. That's all we've done. So I just go where the discoloration and concentrate on that. How are we doing here?
Good.
Oh, you're on the powder now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to show you guys, and this is all about finishes. I'm really glad that we're different ages with different skin types.
Yes.
Because you can really hone in on that, right? So when she did that heavy powder, it was disaster zone. For me, I can go a little heavier on the powder because I have so much oil that my skin loves powder. So I'm not going crazy heavy. I'm using the RMS powder. It's a really beautiful, finely milled powder, but I'm applying it with a powder puff, and I'm pushing it into the skin to set my foundation so that as the oil emerges throughout the day, it's not going to break down and start creasing. So I'm just giving myself more of a satin matte finish instead of an overly radiant finish that doesn't work on my skin type. Now, this might not work on you, but it works on me. And that's why makeup is individual. Okay, we have to always individualize our application so it works for us.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's next?
Okay,
baby?
so I've just matted down this. You know, I'm not a fan of the matte. You know, probably on the video, it probably looks halfway decent, but in real life, I'm going to look too dry. I want luminosity. I'm going to jump right ahead to the other side here.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to use this one. And this is my lunar eye polish. Now, if you look, what I'm going to do, I love to use my fingers. You're not going to see a stick, so don't ask for a stick. I've seen people wearing it with a stick, and it looks like you've sticked it right on the side. It looks like a big white milk chocolate bar sitting there, and the counter usually looks like a dark milk chocolate. It's sitting in the wrong place too. But if you notice, I like to do the highlights in here, and I like to do a little bit on the lid. I'll pop it right on top of the other one. But can you see the glow in the skin? This is so much prettier than that.
It's amazing. Even on camera, you can see, like in real life, it really is shocking. But even on camera, you can just see, you look like a radiant angel here.
Well, the skin looks younger here.
Yeah.
This looks just like, like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not getting a boyfriend with this side. Oh my God.
We have another super chat. You guys are too thoughtful. Oh my gosh.
What the hell is a super chat? This is throwing me all off. All of a sudden we got a super chat. What is a super chat?
It's when people, they're donating money to us, and then they're kind of like saying thank you and sending money as a donation for the channel. And then they're asking a question, so we highlight them, and we do a super chat thanks and a super chat dance.
I'm sorry I didn't know you guys. Hey, I paint models. We don't.
Okay, as a fellow Canadian, beaming all the love. Oh, I love you too, fellow Canadian. Can you share when the matte eyelights will launch? As a gal in her 40s, what color would you recommend for dark brown features and a tone darker than Gabby?
Oh, I would Canyon Clay, Mallow Coast. Let's see, where are all the colors? Let me just see in my bag over here. I want to just have a look. See, I'm sorry, honey. And Mallow Coast, Canyon Clay, and one of the, actually even the Desert Rose is kind of pretty too, because it's a soft pink that works really nice on the warmer skin tones. And which one? I would say that the trail one, Dusty Trail. Dusty Trail is really nice because it just evens out the whole tone. And then what you do is you take a little bit of the other highlights, the original ones that have the luminosity, and just pop a little bit of the luminosity in the middle. It looks gorgeous. Actually, If we had one here, I would gladly do it for you. Do we have a strobe here?
I'll grab you one.
Yeah. Sorry.
Since we're taking a little product break, oh no, we have it. Never mind. I was gonna jump into a giveaway, but you guys are gonna have to wait.
Give it a giveaway.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, we need the alarm.
Giveaway
Giveaway time!
Yay! And this is the strobe on there. Sorry, guys. I'm just showing you how beautiful and how sensual that can look with the light hitting it. Oh my God, now what? Is this like a super one again, or what is it?
No, it's a giveaway bell.
Hey, we're here to have fun. I can't be serious. I really try to be serious sometimes, but I just can't be serious.
No, don't you ever change.
Well, that's why I think one of the reasons why I worked so long in the industry is because I made all the models laugh. And I go, yeah, let's book Rosemary. She's funny.
Life is too short to be so serious.
Exactly.
About makeup, for God's sakes.
Exactly. And
okay, oh my gosh, you guys, we have Lori, my producer. We have Rebecca, Rosemary's other hand here, and we are trying to manage the chaos. So are you ready for the giveaway?
And Ruby Moon's here too. Don't forget the dog.
Ruby Moon is here. We have to pop her on screen there. Okay, hashtag eyelights, and you're gonna get the entire kit that we gave away. Someone else is gonna win it. Exclusive, not launched yet. All the colors, and a mascara, and a brush, and a cashmere bag. Are we ready?
On YouTube Live.
Pardon?
You have to be on YouTube Live.
Oh, you guys, you have to be on YouTube Live. If you are on Instagram watching this, go to YouTube. I'm going to give you a minute. We'll do another correction so that you can hop onto the YouTube Live and enter for it, okay? Because it's a randomized draw, so we can only use those hashtags from YouTube Live. Okay, want to do another one?
Another one, what?
I am mistake. All I'm doing, guys, is that, you know how I said we did that 5-second smoky eye? And I am using one of the new cashmere highlights in Mossy Stone. I applied it on my entire eyelid up into the crease, blended it out. Then I added a little bit of black liner, which honestly I didn't really even need that much, but I thought I would do it. And then I added that same Mossy Stone under the lash line, and I'm dragging and lifting up. This is the world's easiest smoky eye. This is how I always do a smoky eye. Now I reach for highlights because you don't need anything else.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I did the exact same thing. I used the Mossy Stone too, a little bit on the top of on top of the black, just to soften it and give that real smoky, and a little bit underneath, as you guys can see. But I see how pretty that's looking compared to like this.
So pretty. What step are you on now?
I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to do a little, you go for the mascara.
I'm going to apply my mascara on my good side, which we talked about.
Okay, I'm going to talk about contour, guys.
Talk about contour.
Okay, now I'm going to exaggerate this. You're going to laugh at me and go, that's not how you do it. Well, the placing, it's all about the placing. So I'm going to exaggerate it. Okay, now when you do contour, I see everybody always does this. Not everybody. They go like that. Well, just so you know, that's not contour. That is contour, but that's for like horror movies and when you want to make yourself really look gaunt and sick. And I'll show you. What that does is it sinks in the bone here. I'm using my what do you call it? My eyebrow, powder eyebrow, back to brow. Now look at how harsh that looks. Guys, I've exaggerated this on purpose, okay? Now you see it's going in here. It's very stark and it's making me look super bony. When you get older and you're bony, stop with the contour. Now, a perfect example is when you see the models and you see them all looking really structured. If you think that's contour, you're actually wrong, because half the time we don't even contour them. It's bones, bone structure, and lighting. Now, what you actually do to get contour is you lift it, because it's got to go between the nostrils and the nose, not towards the mouth. So, and I always like to feather it up to soften it. I have a little age spot in there, guys, which I'll touch up later. But can you see that? Now this is lifting my face up. This is pulling it completely down.
Holy smokes, that's like crazy on camera.
Can you see it? Mm-hmm. And this side's really like, it's too harsh. And I know I applied it heavy, it's too strong, yes, but I want you to see the placement. The placement should be underneath that cheekbone because you're wanting to lift the cheekbone. You don't want to make your face long and thin. Look at how bony I am. The last thing I need is doing all that. So, and then, should I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, then what happens when you do it too low like that, and I'm going to exaggerate this again. What happens is you start the blush being very low because the contour is low. And then the blush starts going up like that. Okay, again, it's pulling the face down. It's making me look mean. I like to actually lift it up. And getting that little bit of puffiness here away from the bag and putting a little color in there actually makes the bag look less. You see the difference in my face? This side is completely pulled up and this side's completely pulled down. So when you lift it as you get older, it's more appeasing to the eye. And the face looks much younger, the skin looks much younger too. And I like to use creams. Creams look amazing on older skin because you have the moisture. It's not the powders. I wouldn't do a powder. I'd be a mess if this was all powder. And plus a lot of times we don't match our contour colors correctly on people's skin. But look at the difference, like from there to there.
Yeah.
You know, oh, here's an easier way from there to that. Please don't say you like the other side.
That's very impressive. Okay. From here, and we don't have any blush or anything, so it's still unfinished. But look, guys, okay, to here.
Big difference.
I look really scary on this side. I don't even have the bad brows yet.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even done the bad brows.
Bad brows.
Oh, God.
Super chat. It's a super thanks. Another one.
Oh my God, super chat.
Thank you guys for the super thanks. Okay.
Oh my God.
Love you both. We love you too. And we're so honored that you're here. I'm 61, fair skinned, blue eyed, and I have disappearing eyebrows. I feel I'm losing pigment and afraid I'll overcompensate with makeup. This is such a good question. I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah. You know, I once heard somebody say that when you have gray hair, what color should I use? And everybody thinks, oh, gray. I've done my eyebrows gray. It looks ridiculous. I'm sorry. I am not a fan. And I like to tell the person to go back to the color of your eyebrows when you were younger. It usually works every time. Why do we want to have gray eyebrows? Give it a little bit of oomph to it, even if it's just the light back to brow. I'm going to use the light back to brow on one of my brows, which is this one. But I want to show you what's wrong first. I'm going to take black. I'm going to take dark. This is dark.
Rosemary was really known in the industry. I'm telling you guys all the insider tea, because if you're not a part of this industry, you might not know. She's also known for her brows.
Yes.
So, and you don't have like super, I mean, their brows are beautiful, but they're not like.
But they're not there anymore. I have to really add them in.
Yeah. So this is the perfect demo, like the perfect person demonstrating the brows on the perfect face. So this is.
Well, and I'm still doing it too nice here, but I don't like squared off, guys, because what happens mostly in photography, it pulls the eyes together and it makes you look stern. It makes you look a little mean. And also I've noticed that people will accent the bottom part and pull this down here. See, now that's getting hoodie. That's causing a hooded effect. Now, oh, I need a new brush. Let's see. Hold on. Here is one. So I'm going to get the light. I'm just going to show you real quickly how you lift the brow. I'm going to lift this and I'm going to do just a light color. Now, this light color works great for gray hair. It's not gray looking, but it still is a light color. And what I'm doing, I am lifting above. I'm starting with the impact above. Mostly if you have a hooded lid, you want to lift that. You don't want to draw it back down. Look at the difference in these brows. And then and you can do it wet too, by the way. And I designed this brush. If you can see this, it's rounded on the side. It's very firm. And what it does, it just goes in there and you can't do a squared off brow with this brush. I did that on purpose. And I'm going to just lift it up. I love a little bit of added drama on the top to lift the face, mostly as you get older. And, but look at the difference in that brow. This is lifted. See how much more expression this is? This is pulling down. You mostly see it on this side. Look at this. This is getting very witchy territory. You know, when you get older, when you have bone structure, you know, you lose all your baby fat and all the roundness. The last thing you need to do is any makeup that makes you look witchy. that's too harsh and too squared off and too hard of a line. This is why I don't do cat eyeliner on an older woman either. Save the cat eyeliner for the girls who have perfect eyelids, and they can just go phew, and it looks fantastic. An older woman, she's got the wrinkle hanging down onto it, and it's like, you have to go like that for you to see the cat eyeliner. Just stop it, stop it, stop it. Just do a smoky, sexy smudge. That's the best. And lift the brows. See the lift that I just got there?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Don't be jealous.
So jealous. You know what else we just got?
What?
A super
Again?
thanks.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Ali, love you. Advice for textured skin. I moisturize like hell. Use RMS primer, RMS UnCoverup foundation. Still patches. Weird skin texture on eyelids too.
Ooh, well, on the eyelids, you know, I do have a little remedy for that, and that is our lip lights, and those are amazing. Just add a little tiny bit on, just put it onto your eyelid, and then add your shadow on top. It works really, it works really well, but you have to have literally a pinhead of it, okay? Because you don't want your eyes too greasy, but try it at night also. As for the skin, you know, I think a lot of that, you know, I'm a big fan of saunas, like mostly far infrared saunas, and that's what lets the pore really empty out the stuff that's in the skin, and it does tend to bring the pores down. Or get a really good, you know, I would even suggest, well, I'm going to tell you another thing. When you see big pores, sometimes it's dehydration. So drink more water, you know, and eat better food too. You know, sometimes the sugars and things like that will make the skin not so nice. But I'll tell you a little trick. If you want to know what your skin could be, go on a fast for a couple of days. I'm telling you, your skin just like drops off like 5-10 years. It's amazing if you're brave enough to do that. And yeah, so just keep using good products. We have a couple new products coming out I think might interest you. I can't mention them yet.
Don't give away the secrets. We have
I
another
know.
super things. This is amazing. Thank you both for sharing the wisdom. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad that you're getting so much out of it. I'm not going to lie. This is making me a little self-conscious.
Yeah, but you still look beautiful.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
It's not that bad, but you know, it's funny when you know, you really see it in daytime, you know, like through here, it's probably going to look way better than actually really looks in real life, because you're seeing it floating on the surface. You just see too much cakiness and dryness, and it accents little fine lines, and we don't want that. You know,
if you guys have a fuller brow, like my brows used to be so awful.
Look at that brow. Wow.
It's come a long way. I've just really stopped. I've almost completely stopped plucking them for like a year. I really just leave them alone. I don't even like clean them up anymore. And they've come back to life, which is shocking. But if you have a brow like my brow, oh, I just squished my pencil.
Oh, here.
But it's all good. I have a sharpener right here.
Right. Well, it comes with a sharpener, just so you know.
Yeah. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll sketch in where I'm missing. So I'll brush up to get my hairs up, but not all the way up where it's that laminated super fake look, which is very trendy right now. But I think is going to go out of style soon. Brows have their place in history. The 1950s, we have that beautiful peak. Then the 60s, we had the completely natural brow. Then the 80s, we had the Madonna brow. Then we had the 90s where it was like rounded and non-existent. So every brow has an era and it dates you a lot. So if you do that super laminated, super spiky brow, listen, I like it. I like trendy things. I think it looks cool. But I'm telling you, in 5 years, you're going to look back at those
might
pictures,
not like it. Yeah.
You will hate it in 5 years.
I remember seeing a picture of myself a little while ago, and I had eyeshadow on. I had like a light color, a medium color, and a dark color in it, lines going down. It looked ridiculous, but at the time I thought it was so cool.
Because it was at the time.
It was, yeah. It was a disco era.
It's like the laminated brow.
Yeah.
It's going to look really ridiculous soon.
Yeah.
But right now it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's our era. But anyway, with that said, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just brush up here at the top, and then I'll brush kind of to the side, and I'll tighten up the line on top. And then I'll just see where I have holes, and I will strategically draw tiny little strokes.
Ooh, that's looking good.
Yeah, and it's going to fill in holes without looking blocky. Now, when I'm sketching, see how I have really low pressure? So there's a little hole here. So I'm going to sketch, 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 sketch. Now, wherever I go too heavy, I take my spoolie, I apply pressure, and I soften. the pressure of the spoolie will blend it out really seamlessly. So then you just end up with a full natural brow.
Yeah, it just looks really real. And the good thing about the dark one is that I have dark brown in there. It's not just black. I do not do a jet black one because it doesn't look real. And when the sunlight hits it, usually there's blue in it. So you see a little bit of a blue hue, which doesn't look good. So I add a lot of really dark brown into the black and it gives a perfect brow.
And I got to tell you something about your brow pencils because I'm reaching for them when I'm working on clients every time now.
They're easy to use.
Yeah. The best part about them is they're not too warm. So they're not red based.
Yes.
A red based brow can be, it's just, it doesn't work on almost anyone.
Yeah.
I find that all of the colors lean a little cooler, which is so much more flattering for a brow.
Yep. I agree 100% on that.
Yeah. And the finish is a powder finish, not a waxy finish. Did you do that intentionally? Because
yes, it's satiny. It's not hard. It's not like when you're doing the little lashes, or the brows. It's not hard. It's very satiny. So it just melts into the skin. It looks beautiful.
Yes, that's the thing. Like it almost is a hybrid between a brow powder and a brow pencil.
Exactly.
Yeah. We got another
good observation. Another super. Cool.
It's you. It never happens when I'm alone. I love you guys.
Aww.
Thank you so much. Okay, I know y'all are doing a bad side, but legit, y'all are stunning, even with the makeup mistakes. Rosemary, will you ever launch faux eyelashes? I never win, laugh out loud. But what I do to try to win a giveaway. Oh, what do I do to try to win a giveaway? You have to write #highlights. Write it in. Now, we haven't announced the winner yet. We got a comment about that. Where's the winner? We're about to announce. Write it in. Okay. Are you going to launch faux lashes?
Oh, man. You know what? I'll tell you something. It'd be really smart if I did because I know how they should actually really look. Because I think I'm not seeing a lot of false lashes out there that I like. It's like, whoa, scared of you right now. But anyway, if I did them, they would look so real, and I would have a different technique of how they design the little individuals. I would do something completely different than that. So yeah, it would be good, but I have to think about that. Yeah.
You should do it.
I mean, by the time I do it, eyelashes are going to be out of stock because people ask me what the trends are going to be. I go, no more eyelashes. So I don't know who's listening to me say that, but I don't think very many people.
We'll announce the giveaway and then we'll do blush and lips.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did blush already, but I can do pop a little. God, this really makes a difference, doesn't it?
I'll show you guys real quick my blush mistake, okay, before we announce the giveaway.
Yes.
You're all so patient.
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay, so.
I'm going to watch you. I'm having fun.
I know, this is fun. One thing that I hate with a passion is when people use bronzer as blush. Bronzer is not blush.
Yes.
Bronzer
Agreed.
is not blush.
Yeah.
Bronzer, when applied on the cheek, in the area where blush is supposed to be applied, looks muddy. Like it muddies up.
Yep.
So bronzer is supposed to mimic the tan from the natural sun. So you're going to apply it on the high points of the face where the sun would naturally tan you. Right? Whereas blush gives a flush of youthfulness to the face. They're different products. So when you apply bronzer, this is a mistake I see made often when we lose volume in the face.
Yeah.
We do this because that's what we're used to doing. We'll apply it on the apples, right? This is bronzer. That's why it's extra hideous. And then you drop and your face has lost all this volume. So all of a sudden your blush bronzer is too low and your face is concaving, it's collapsing. So look at how low and sad that looks. Whereas if you take a beautiful blush, this one's my favorite color by RMS. This is My Tai.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It's very underestimated, that color. People are scared of peaches for some reason.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. You kidding?
So what I like to do is imagine a line from the outer part of my eye down, and I'm going to keep my blush on the cheekbone in that line. So I'm going to apply it and then I'm going to stipple and blend into the hairline. And what that's going to do is it's going to give my face a lift. So if I look straight in the mirror with my paddle, you can see.
Oh, we did.
Sorry guys. Oh, there we go. We're still here. When I'm like this, you guys can see the flush, that youthful flush that we have in childhood. we have it here. And because it's applied high, we're lifting my face. Because this is muddy and applied low, we're collapsing my cheekbone.
Please note, because I don't know what sun goes like this, what suntan goes like that. So please notice, look. Lift it, lift it, lift it.
Lift, collapse.
Yeah.
What was your blush tip?
My blush tip,
Was it this?
never to go below the nostrils. I like to like when you put it below the nostrils, it pulls the face down. I like to lift it a bit. And you can go like this with the blush, but I think people are putting the blush on top of the contour and it's looking very 1990s. I think you want to lift the face, mostly on an older woman. You know, I'm speaking as an older woman. So on the younger girls, I still like to use a cream and just pat it across like that and just blend it in.
Yeah. Yeah, so why don't we do, we have another super thing.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Monica. Thank you, Monica. We really appreciate it. What can I do for my chin? I prepped my skin, but every time, no matter what makeup I use, it's always patchy.
It's always patchy. Oh, honey, maybe you do need to do a little bit of a scrub. If it's patchy, you've got dried areas, and maybe try a different skincare. I always tell people to change your skincare around every once in a while, like every few months, and do a little bit different things, you know, because your skin gets used to it. And sometimes you just need that extra little change. You know, I'm not a dermatologist, so I can't really answer why it's getting patchy. But as a makeup artist, you know, I like the moisture. And I would always use my oil on anybody with problem skin. We'll see eczema, psoriasis, acne. I tend to want to use my oil. It really helps. And yeah, a little bit scrub. Oh, you're jumping ahead onto the lips.
Yeah, but you can keep talking.
Oh, all right.
We have another secret.
We have another super chat.
Oh my God. Okay, go for it.
Oh, guys, I love you so much. Is there anything I can do to encourage you to consider it? Oh, the lashes.
The lashes.
I somehow missed when the matte highlights launch. Oh, March 25th, right?
March 25th? March 25th.
I'll try to convince.
They're amazing. Eyelashes, you know what? I'll think about it because I do have some good ideas for lashes, that's for sure.
Okay, you guys. So in my video on Sunday, makeup mistakes video, I got a lot of questions about lip liner when you're older and your lips become downturned. This is very normal. This is very natural. It happens to a lot of women, most women, I would say. Your lips at the corner can become downturned. So when you line your lips, you can really emphasize the downturn. So what you want to do is this. You're going to, if you want to overline to create a little bit more definition, you're going to do what I just did. You're going to overline the Cupid's bow, okay? A little bit. Then you're going to blend
Not in my case.
Then you're going to overline the bottom, the center of the bottom lip.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Tiny little bit. Then you're going to blend it with your little lip brush. Then you're going to connect your lip, overlined lip, to the natural lip. Or if your lip's downturned too much, you're going to stop here. And you're going to leave this empty. And what you're going to give yourself is you're going to shorten the width of your mouth a little bit. And you're going to put the downturned area, you're going to push it into the shadow because it's not going to be emphasized with color. Now, what you don't want to do you want to show it? The don't?
You show it.
Okay.
You go for it.
What you don't want to do, say you overline here and it's the same as the other side and it's looking good. This is a mistake I used to make. I see it in my old videos.
Yeah, I want to see.
It bothers me like crazy. And you're like, I want full Kim Kardashian lips. So what you're going to do is you're going to overline all the way to the end. Now, I don't have downturned lips, but if I did, I would have this like frowny, sad face. Then you're going to take this and you're going to overline here and you're going to connect it to the overlining in the center. You're going to fill it all in, right? Now what you've just made is a clown mouth. So it looks exactly like a clown mouth, whereas this one looks full but natural still. So you can never, ever, ever overline the corners of the mouth, ever. Would you agree?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing too is when you're doing the lip line, when you get older, I tend to round it slightly because you don't want to have it too like going up like this to your lip, to your bow of your lips, because what happens, it accents this, and you don't want that accent. So if you look at my lips here, I've really exaggerated that top part.
Oh, yeah.
You see, look at that.
Yes.
I can get away with that. And now if you notice on the end of this, there's a little angled brush, and people say, oh, that's for brows. Nope. It is so you can get over the little wrinkles that you have there and just blend it over so it doesn't pill in the little lines and bleed. And then I do the same thing on the bottom, taking it quite low. Compared to the other sides of my lips here, look at that. Look at the difference between that and that. And I like to exaggerate it, and I like to use a red with the red, but I love lip liners that are the natural colors of the lips. And I'll take a step up darker than your lip and do the liner on the outside with that. Now, another thing, a really good little trick. Now, when you have really thin lips on the top, exaggerate the bow a bit and then fill the bow in the middle to make a wave instead of a oh.
Yeah, you guys, you didn't leave. There's still 500 of you here. Oh,
my
God. We lost internet for a second.
I was like worried because we have a winner and we didn't want to not say. But anyway, back to this. So what I was saying, in case I was talking over the thing, just in case you guys could hear me. But if you've noticed, I went quite big on the top, blended it out with this little angled, so it would get a really nice finish. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm just going to make this bigger. Now, if you look at that side, it's rounded, so it's not accenting this. Look at this side, going up in a bow and down. Can you guys see this? I hope going up in a little square bow, like a little bit of a triangle here, and it makes this look harsher. Now watch this. I'm going to exaggerate that, and I exaggerate quite a bit because I don't have any lip depth, and then I'm going to look at this. I'm going to close off that bow. And look at how my lips there just went way fuller. Because there's more room between the top and my lip here. Can you see that?
Yes.
And then I got to just finish this off.
Thank you for the super thanks. You guys are so generous. I can't even today. So help, my lower lip line's natural line is noticeably lower than where the lip pigment is. Where should I line? Lower lips natural line noticeably lower than where the lip pigment is.
Just get a darker, you know what, just take a darker lip liner and just fill that in to give it some more poof. And just balance it on the top. Just take it over and above. Just with a lip liner that's a little bit darker than your natural lips. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. I can't see what you're talking about precisely, but I think that's the best thing to do.
Yes. Oh, Amy too. Guys, I can't with you. You're like literally killing me today. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. Amy, I just want to thank Rosemary for introducing me to a red blush viral video. That was a viral reel. I bought the RMS Lip and Cheek and Beloved, and now I'm obsessed. Like it's a legit problem.
It's a major, major, major product. It just looks more sensual rather than feminine and girly girl. Pink, I've never been a big pink fan. And even during my career, I didn't use a lot of pink on things.
It is very sexy.
Yeah.
I just want to show you guys I feel so pretty. Like this.
Oh my God. Yeah. Same thing with me here. That's much nicer than this. And this is too harsh.
I just want to show you how I would top up. Okay. You
Yeah.
can see like my clowny ridiculous, but I'll show you the finish. This product is a game changer. It's called Living Luminizer. It is amazing. Okay. Even for someone with oily skin, I wear this almost every day. Pop it on my finger.
My hero product.
Let me show you this. I'm going to apply it to that cheekbone and I'm stippling it in. Okay.
Yep.
Now, when you see it in the light, look at that. All
It
this
brings the
does,
skin alive.
all it does is catches light.
Yeah.
It's not sparkly,
Nope.
no glitter.
It's not opaque. Just
It's
this
not
little
opaque.
hint of luminous glow.
Yeah. And then I'd be done.
I don't think so. One side is good and one isn't, so we're not done. We're definitely not going out like this.
That's you guys. If you
You guys can see it, right? So what's good? Oh yeah.
Should we do bad first?
Bad first.
Okay.
I did my lips good on this side too because I like it when it's fuller. And then the good side.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then the bad side one more time.
Mm. You have to do the ugly face with it too, right?
It's like the evil stepsister.
Yeah. But can you guys see that? It's just harsh.
That, my friends, is the power of makeup in 1 hour.
Exactly.
Masterclass.
We have a winner to announce.
We have
yeah.
a winner to announce.
Are we ready?
Yes, Wendy Jensen. Wendy, I hope you're still here, baby, because you won the best giveaway ever. So again, Wendy, you're going to email production@glamgirlgabby.com. You're going to be talking to Lori. She's going to get your information, make sure it's you, and then we'll send that over to you free of charge. There's a lot of scammers on YouTube right now. I got to tell you guys, if you ever see something like, all you have to do is send us shipping, that is a scam.
Yeah.
Okay, there is no shipping. There's nothing. You're not paying for anything. You're going to magically receive this on your doorstep, and then you're going to live a great life.
Exactly.
Thank,
Party!
thank you guys so much for watching. Rosemary, thank you so much.
Thank you for
being
having me here.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful
Bye,
day.
everybody. Thank
Love
you.
you all.